Because the second it dies, or the second you think the second you think it's going away, is the second something happens or someone does something to breathe life back into it. This was almost over, and then Kendrick dropped the album. Then it could have been over, and now Drake is dropping not music, but a lawsuit. I wish Jack Harlow just dropped that one record and niggas paid attention to that like they normally do with white rappers, but for whatever reason, nobody paying attention to that Jack song. And I don't know if I'm happy about that or mad, because at least if America worked the way it used to, like, niggas would be paying attention to that and not this, but like niggas don't give a fuck about Jack Harlow. So I mean, that's cool. I don't know if I'm happy or not though.
It's weird that a defamation case wasn't the first thing out. If anything, it makes it look more suspicious.
No, I think he's still counting on the fact that there are still niggas who will read. He'd also be putting himself at risk for being sued for defamation too. It's just like, dude, what are we doing here? Like, does Steak understand that meshing personalities or meshing people that people want to see together works better for engagement than just having insert big streamer, insert big rapper in the same room gambling? Because, like, why would anybody want to revisit this? Just use the Drake ult. Now, I don't know if XQC will ever get it again. Like, bro, like every single time I try to give bro benefit of the doubt, I'm serious. I'm not trying to hate on bro at all. I promise you. I promise you. Outside of the kid allegations and the you always going with underage girls or trying to get girls straight out of their adolescence and shit like that, like, that's a moral thing that I think most people should be looking more into. But outside of that, I don't be trying to hate. I really be looking for silver linings, and then you just be doing dumb shit. It's just like, bro, Steve Lacy my op to XQC? What the fuck do you expect niggas to take away from that? You at the side of somebody's basketball game, yelling at them, expecting them to react? Like, what do you want him to do? Drake has to be the most useless taunter of all time. Niggas are completely unmoved and unfazed by everything that bro's saying, to a point where you just make yourself look foolish every time you open your mouth about any op that you have. And why is Steve Lacy your op? Because he was at the pop out? Is that all it takes? Nah, J. Cole legacy ruined too. This nigga apologized. Bro, there is no big three no more. Just fuck it. These two niggas have gone out the saddest. The only nigga that I'm looking at the same after all of this is Kendrick. These two niggas, pre-beef and post-beef, are unrecognizable. Wait, he's telling them to turn off The Weeknd. Bro, pay homage. I don't know how much of Take Care is The Weeknd. I don't know. But that's your best album ever. You need to be on your knees anytime The Weeknd enter a room and show him respect. I'm just gonna be honest.
Body on left built like Elon.
Like, it for like free promo? Or are they saying like these are the references, like he's using their tweets for reference points? Surely they're not like actually in it. Like, artificial inflation is different than saying you didn't disclose the fact that you were advertising. He's basically saying that it's fake, it's bots, it's not real streams. They are manufacturing listeners for this man to appear more successful than he actually is, and in some effort to attack me. I think that's what he's alluding to. A couple days removed from it out the way. I'm gonna be honest with you, my favorite one, I got three. The intro hard, you know what I'm saying? The intro make me feel like a man. You know what I'm saying? The intro make me feel like one of those ones. But then there's also Hey Now. And I think Hey Now has this, like, I don't know, it's just, it evolves over time. And that's what I like about music in general. I like when it doesn't end the same way it starts. I like to take a ride. I like to go on an adventure when it comes to the start and the finish of a song. And that's what I get from Hey Now. It's in a lot of these records too, by the way, but Hey Now is really my one. It's short, sweet, to the point, and it's got a nice feature at the end. But then again, there's Peekaboo. Y'all know how I feel about the novelty of Peekaboo and the vocal inflections. It's weird, but it's funny. I like funny rappers. I like funny voices on songs. Then there's Man in the Garden or Man at the Garden. That should be having me feeling like, dude, if I ever feel like I'm not that nigga, bro, like, I gotta play that song. I gotta play that song if I ever feel like, yo, you not good enough, bro. Like, you all there is what he's saying. Like, that's like, dude, hearing that refrain consistently, I deserve it all. I deserve it all. Dude, dude. Shit got me feeling like, dude, like what can stop me? Only shit that's stopping me is me. Where that record at?
Mr. I ain't heard of ya. Gulf streams back to back, flying through the turbulence. Who is he? Free lunch, him, craft services.
Oh my God! Shit, water down my wrist. I'm around my bitch. Man, yeah, that gotta be my favorite one. That gotta be my favorite one. That shit gas. Sorry, that's amazing right there.
Flying prophet, what you eat for lunch? I deserve it all. Pray for those who prayed against me. Every reason why my ancestors sent me, bitch. I deserve it all. Follow my mama. Good health and good karma. Yeah, she deserves it all.
Check.
I deserve it all.
That shit got me feeling amazing. That's like one of the most empowering songs I think he's ever made, bro. With no deeper message attached to it, just this abandonment of self-doubt and self-guilt, like for whatever. I know niggas walking around just feeling guilty just for nothing. I'm just saying the situation you're talking about, the type of shit that make you feel like you don't deserve or can't accept gifts or can't accept help, or why are you even looking at yourself like that? Like that's just amazing. That's crazy to me.
Swirl, concrete, flowers grow. Heartache, she only doing what she know. Baby, you a stop, strike.
I don't remember the first time I told y'all about my experience with that Luther Vandross song. To see him sample that one out of all,
Yo, stop.
I'm pretty sure during the soul R&B competition during my last 24-hour stream that I had, niggas recommended the best Luther Vandross song, and the If This World Were Mine song was really the one. Like that's the one that had a special place in my heart. My mom always played it growing up. My dad played it growing up. It was a central thing to me whenever I wanted to sit back and really get into like this emotional, sensual bag, and I was young listening to it. And then one of my favorite movies all time, The Wood, also a LA legendary movie. I know I'm not from there, but when they started to reference the movie while I was watching, I'm like, yo, everything that I'm consuming right now in general, they like everybody just knows ball. Everybody around the world, they just gotta know. Like everybody's a Luther lover. And I'm just loving that. I'm appreciative of that is all I'm saying. To see Kendrick reference it and sample it on this is just like, I don't know, it put the biggest smile on my face ever. Like you couldn't have used a better reference for a song like this. You genuinely couldn't have. Just hearing this got me feeling all types of bubbly.
As a fan of Drake, I'm really just tired of talking about him, bro. He should have just laid down and prepared a proper comeback.
Hey man, I agree with you, but like I understand people assuming that people that are rapping about things that are quote unquote for a good cause will be doing it because they want to attain a certain audience or retain certain viewership. But at least there would be a benefit in the pandering if Kendrick were pandering. You know what I'm saying? There's no benefit when it comes to you throating Drake right now. None. All the people that attach themselves to the Drake regime gain nothing. You don't get any benefit. You just look corny. Y'all just look like clowns. What is the allure? Is it just being enamored by Drake to the extent that that's all you need to pledge allegiance? Is him being in your contacts enough? There's got to be some benefit, bro. You got to tell me.